Hello, everybody. I am PaladinPenguin, and this is my first review for my YouTube channel. I will be reviewing IS Defense. IS Defense just came out this week, and it's $7 on Steam, and you can also order it directly through Destructive Creations website. Let me be the first to say this is an excellent, fun little game for $7. I'm just going to throw that right out from the get-go. It runs very well. It looks pretty good. I mean, it's on the Unreal Engine, the Unreal 4 engine. It looks pretty good. It's pretty fluid in terms of controls, pretty simple controls, a lot of power-ups, a lot of upgrading for a $7 game. I know that there are some mobile games out there that cost more than this, and this is just a hell of a lot of fun. I've probably spent about 6 hours playing it right now, and it has not, the novelty of it has not worn off. Now, Destructive Creations, they released last year Hatred, which was one of the first mass-released AO-rated games. I pre-ordered it, as a big fuck you to the whiny journalists that bitched about it, and it was okay. It was a twin-stick shooter that was very reminiscent of Postal. However, it was not really that great. It looked aesthetically pleasing, I guess. It was nice. It was black and white, and you had some different colors. It was kind of an interesting color scheme. A lot of destructive environments. However, it was very difficult to control. A lot of glitches, and just the voice acting. I know that it's intentionally bad, but it's just laughable. It's like just cringeworthy at many moments in the game. That being said, their second outing with IS Defense is no short of controversy either. I don't really want to get into that until later, but let me talk about the overall gameplay. So it's the year 2020. ISIS has somehow managed to go out of North Africa and invading the European shores, and you play a NATO mounted machine gunist, and basically you just mow down waves and waves of enemies. There's not much of story outside of that. The controls are pretty simple. The upgrades are very helpful. Once you get to that point where you have an unlimited clip, it's so certainly just you just like smile as you just mow down waves and waves of terrorists. It's great. The graphics, like I said, it's on a Unreal 4 engine. It runs really well. It stays at 60 frames per second, which is nice. You do have to have a higher end computer to run at straight up 60, but I mean, what game does not do that at this point? It has a lot of options for lower end computers as well, which is nice, and they did that with Hatred, but this feels a lot more optimized and a lot more ready. I have not seen any glitches as of now. Yeah, for six hours so far, I've enjoyed quite a bit for a $7 game. And I mean, I've seen mobile games, like I said, that are more expensive than this game, and they are a lot more shallow. And I mean, this is a lot more fleshed out in terms of beachhead style gunplay. However, it works really well. I'm kind of surprised that on such a budget style game, it's quite enjoyable to play. And I strive to continue trying to get up higher in rank, which right now I'm pretty bad at. But yeah, there's a lot to be had in this game, and they're going to start offering at some point in the future mod support, which is going to be really nice. Hopefully the game community, Steam community, will keep it alive. So while unlike Hatred, when Hatred's mods finally started coming out, the community was long dead. Hopefully that this game is a little bit more addictive in order to play than just massacring a bunch of people and getting wiped out by police within like 2 shots. That being said, that's a big if. I don't know how this is such a niche kind of style of gameplay. A lot of these first-person shooter people will not be interested in playing it because you're stationary, but there might be a market there. And plus, and if it's for $7, and I'm granted probably a Steam sale in the near future, probably $3 or $4, it's totally worth looking into. You only get 3 levels right now, which is kind of a shame, but I'm repeating playing levels over and over again right now just to kind of get higher up on the leaderboards. and it doesn't feel like a chore. It's enjoyable to mow down waves and waves of enemies. Now, their biggest gripe right now, I would say, from the press is the fact that it's ISIS. You see ISIS flags on these trucks, ISIS flags on these Humvees, and so what? So fucking what? I really don't understand the fucking gripe behind it, because I'm pretty sure we'd be A-okay if we were mowing down dozens and dozens of Nazis. And, you know, I don't understand this fucking mentality where it's okay to have one group of people that aren't represented in these games, that they're clearly evil, while, you know, we can just kind of do a run-of-the-mill Nazi kind of thing. But I think it's just kind of because they're scared because it's hitting close to home in such a current time. But who gives a shit? In all honesty, who gives a shit? The only people that are whining about it are the people who aren't going to play it anyway, or we're not interested in playing it anyway. So it doesn't really fucking matter. But if you're really interested in just mowing down dozens of enemies, no complex, ridiculous plot. I mean, it's ridiculous in itself, but just no complex, you know, stupid, Hollywood-esque plot. Just kind of Red Dawn all through that shit. You know, it just kind of, it just feels fun. And I think a lot of games are missing that fun element. And I think, you know, having a game where you can shoot a rocket launcher and a machine gun at the same time, a lot of like toy soldiers and stuff like that, toy soldiers, beachhead, that kind of stuff, I think that, you know, it resonates much better than a lot of these fucking cynical Call of Duty games. So it's totally worth checking out. And as I said, I'm PaladinPenguin, and thank you for listening to my review.